Okay guys, went on a Tigrant to test a gar lure. We did only seen one gar and I did get a bite, but I didn't get him in. But while we were out there we did bass fishing and got a nice 14-inch largemouth. I'm going to show you how to fillet him, largemouth. Obviously he's got a large mouth. When you hold a largemouth bass, you hold him by his bottom lip.
This way, here you go, now turn around.
When you hold a largemouth bass, you hold him by his bottom lip. That's the easiest way to do it.
And you see his mouth.
He got a big old mouth. This is really good fish to eat. So we're going to go over how to clean largemouth, or at least how I clean largemouth. I'm going to cut diagonal so I get the most amount of meats up here on this top. So I want to go up as high as I can up here and down on an angle. We're going to remove the whole head. And sometimes it's hard to cut through. There's his head gone. Now, I didn't rinse my knife so it's not so gross. Okay, and again, the reason I remove the head is so I can see where the bones are actually at right here. And I'm going to see this back fin here. See this back fin right up here? You want to be on this side of it. And you can bring your knife right down in there so you can see I'm on top of it. I want to stay on top of it. I'm just going to keep sliding the tip of my knife down that rib cage. Real quiet, you can hear it hit the ribs. Listen. So I know I hit the ribs. Look for his little poopers. It's actually back. Where is it? It's right there. So his ribs end right at the poopers. So we're going to go. Make sure your knife is on top the spinal cord on this side. So I'm just going to push it straight up and keep the knife right on that bone and run it right down. And I'm going to pull it right over this rib as much as possible. I'm going to get some bone, but we're going to go through and get all that out. And then we're just going to kind of push down. Now that's a nice meaty fillet right there. Do that again. If I can see where my fin is, I'm going to start right on top of it. Go down that rib cage. On top the spine, out pooper again. And I usually come up the back side first, pushing down to get as much of that meat as I can off the tail. Then we're going to cut down this. And we got two nice fillets. And once you got those fillets, I'm going to rinse off the knife real quick. It's just like king bluegill, except bigger. So you can hold it with your thumbnail. If you got a good thumbnail, you can kind of get in there and tip that knife in, put it flat down that cutting board. Just kind of push it back and forth till it comes off. It's going to take all that skin, so there's no scaling involved. And you got a nice looking fillet right there. If you get one of these, they sell them at Walmart for like $5, just a fish holder. Those are a lot easier. And you just push it through again. Now, just like most of the fish I'm going to fillet have the same issue. You're always going to end up with a couple bones right here. So we need to get those out. So we're going to clean this up a little bit, cut that off. That's a little high on the head there. So this one I did pretty good, but right here you can see the top of the rib cage, right where my knife's hitting. I'm going to go right above it, down to the end. This does have meat worth savable. Unlike bluegill, we don't save that, but this one we're going to, so we're just going to take a V out of that. Same thing, rib cage, top, push down, kind of pull that out of the way, make sure you're clear of it, and go down it. And we're just going to feel and make sure we get any bones left in there. Now these fillets are going to be big enough to cook just the way they are. And I probably got about 3/4 of a pound of meat there out of that. That was a 14-inch bass. We only got 2 bass on this trip, so I'm going to fillet them both, but that's what you should end up with. They're nice and clean. Just rinse them off. There's no scales, no bones, and you just deep fry them, and there'll be a video on deep frying. Thank you.